would you rather?
Okay.
I have a website which is called signupgenius.com, and there is 100 would you rather questions. I ask KB to pick a number between 1 and 100, and we discuss the resulting would you rather question that lies within. So, KB, please pick a non-offensive, non-ice dildo mentioning number from this list.
Oh, so I can't pick 69?
No.
Damn it. 96.
Would you rather mentally or physically never age?
Oh, that's a good one. That's probably one of my favorite ones so far. I don't know, because, well, I would probably say physically, because imagine if I was like a footballer or something, and I could imagine if I was Thiago Silva, I'd be able to stay at my club for ages and ages.
But if you'd physically never age, you'd mentally debilitate.
Yeah, it'd be I'd be further and further down the pitch.
You'd be in a care home.
Yeah, true.
But you'd look like you were 20, 21 with a built like a brick shithouse or something.
Do you think that's what's happened to Mourinho? If he wasn't to age, you'd just be like, oh, yeah, score a goal, save the penalty. But then Sacramento's like, oh, yeah, that. And he's like, ah! Do you remember that in the Man City game?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So...
mentally never age.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to... I always like to learn stuff, Yeah. I'm always on a quest to learn more things and become more mature. So I don't think I'd mentally like to never age.
Yeah, well, I just think
although if it means that if mentally I would I don't know. So are we given the option that if I mentally age, then physically I would never age, and vice versa?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that so?
Can't have it both ways.
If I'm really, really clever, but then again, I'd rather be really, really clever and then look old and be old.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd get that sort of interpretation of being a wise old man anyway.
Yeah,
I guess. Whereas if you're kind of physically still looking quite young, people wouldn't take you as seriously, even if you were quite clever. I feel.
Yeah, although I think maybe it's good to have some of your memory fade. If you wanted to flush out the bad memories.
I guess so. Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind it too much.
Swings around about. So I'd go for I would rather physically never age.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well that's good.
Oh no! Hang on. Mentally never age or physically never age. So I'm really confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because if I physically never age, right, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, no, I'd rather mentally never age.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather mentally never age.
Okay. That's cool. I'd still go with physically because I mean, I could probably get away with a few things if I appeared senile.
Nice. All right, let's do one more, and
Katie
then
Hopkins
we will call it a day.
Okay, so 2.
Would you rather? I think we've done this before. Would you rather have more time or more money?
Oh yeah, we have. 4.
We've done that one before as well.
Oh, we're getting to that point now, aren't we?
I think we are getting to that point.
Bloody hell, 7.
I'm sure the next one is going to be gone. No number.
7.
No, we've done that one before.
Right, what we'll have to do, we'll have to go back through the podcast episodes and see what numbers we've done and mark them off. And then...
I'm sure the next one is going to be
8, is it?
Yes, here we go. Would you rather meet George Washington or the current president?
Right, that's a bit of a weird one now because there's currently a pending president. So do you mean like Biden or Trump? And
Biden, I guess.
I'm trying to keep this as far from politics as possible.
All right. We'll change it to suit the English one. Would you rather George Washington? Okay. Would you rather meet Winston Churchill or Boris Johnson?
That's a tricky one because I know Churchill. He was good in the war, but I think he was quite a stern guy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
like,
history has not really looked back on him fondly, has it?
Yeah,
have they?
I think I'd probably rather meet Boris. I think I've heard he's good at making cups of tea after he's been offensive. So maybe if I get upset at something he says, he'll be nice to me. So yeah, there'll be that. After I ask how it is he, and he just replies with something a 5-minute answer.
So you wouldn't like to go back in time then? If it meant you could go back in time to meet someone like that?
No, I don't. Not to that age anyway. Like London in ruins, and not as many cars and things like that.
That's true.
I kind of value the technology that we've built now, if you get what I mean.
Sure.
Different times, I suppose. That's actually no.
Greg says, I reckon Churchill would have better booze and cigars at his house, so I'd pick Churchill.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Although
that is a fair point. Well made.
If this was like if the current president,
getting drunk with Winston Churchill sounds fun. Getting drunk with Boris sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, what would it be like? Like say we were asking about the presidential question and like the choice between Washington,
George Washington or
Trump.
Joe Biden.
Well, Trump, I was going to say because he's
all right. Let's say Trump then.
I don't know. I feel like he'd have a fair
I mean, George
few...
Washington. That was back. That was hundreds of years ago.
That was like a severe time of war as well, wasn't it?
I honestly would rather meet Trump because George Washington had terrible teeth and therefore had really, really bad breath, supposedly.
Yeah, I think
and
Trump...
the hygiene back then probably wasn't up to standard.
No, definitely. He used up all the bloody tea as well. Twat. No, I'd say Trump. I think he would probably share a few perverted stories, but he would probably give me a small loan as well that I'd get to keep, hopefully, before firing me. So yeah, I'd pick Trump in that. Should we go with one more? Because that was quite a short one.
All right, that was a bit of a dud, right? Okay. Go on then. Pick a number.
83.
83. Okay, would you rather take an action-packed European vacation or spend 2 weeks at the same Caribbean resort?
Action-packed, no doubt about that.
You wouldn't want to spend 2 weeks in paradise, just content and relaxed.
I mean, I've been to Turkey, I've been to Dominican Republic, I've been to Florida, and I just much prefer those holidays where there's just loads of stuff to do.
As far as I know, Turkey and Florida aren't in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but where there's weather.
I've been to Dominican Republic. No, I've been to Cuba, and I have spent a week and a half at a Cuban resort, and it was all right. It was the weather was quite bad when we were there, and we stayed in kind of these sort of motel looking bit, and sometimes the drains were open and it smelt kind of weird.
Yeah,
on occasion. Food was really, really nice though, and obviously Cuba, the beach was sublime. I have also been on a action-packed European, but I guess a stag do in Budapest counts, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
And I loved it there, and in Riga as well.
Yeah, I just feel like there's new.
But there have been points on that on those journeys where I've become so burnt out through the amount of drinking I was doing and partying.
Yeah,
I need to relax. I can't just party all. I think those days are gone. You know,
I just feel like Europe as a continent, there's so much culture around it, So I feel like if you were gonna go for an action-packed adventure in Europe, you just never.
I
get
guess
bored.
action pack doesn't just mean drinking, does it? It means
No, I
sightseeing
mean
and
sightseeing, yeah,
going to gigs. Doing activities.
meeting
I
new
think
people.
I'd be
Yeah,
with you.
that's pretty much what I love to do. And you take a camper van out there, go on the Eurostar, and go mad.
Let's face it. COVID has, if COVID has told me anything, is that I hate being in the same place for more than 2 weeks or 2 weeks at a time. I'd rather wander about and do loads of different stuff. So there we go. I think we're both going European, right?
And now, now I'm getting tired.
Am I boring you, KV?
Not
Sorry.
you. Just